This is Luis J. Gomez, who is in the studio with us. He's going to be at Side Splitters tonight through the weekend, through Saturday night, where Saturday night he's filming his special. Too late for you if you didn't get tickets for it because it's sold out already, but you can go on Friday and you can go on Thursday, and they are taping out there as well.
By the way, I believe Johnny B put in a submission to be on Skankfest this year.
Can we get Johnny B on Skankfest?
Who's Johnny B?
Johnny B works at this radio station. He's a comedian. He was a comedian first before he worked at the radio station. Very funny.
Okay.
I would tell you, I would say nothing because we got another guy at the station who claims to be a comedian too. He stinks. I wouldn't get him. But Johnny B is a funny comedian.
Open for Bobby.
He opened for Ralphie May. He opened for Louis C.K.
How about this?
Yeah.
If you come hang out at Skankfest, I'll make sure Johnny B is on Skankfest.
I will come. This guy.
It's on you.
Featured performer, but it's 100% on you.
It's
How
on
much
you.
do you believe in Johnny B? To
Oh.
get in the car, drive out to New Orleans, hang out amongst a bunch of
on my
crazy
wife's
fans.
birthday weekend.
Yeah, the funny thing is he believes in Johnny. It's just he's terrible at committing to plans. You know what I mean? He says he's going to go and do stuff. I don't even know if you guys are seeing Superman today.
Oh no, we're going. We're going.
Yeah,
to
I
Superman.
wouldn't
We're
count
going.
on
To
it.
Superman. I wouldn't let the kids down.
Yeah.
No,
Well, don't let Johnny B down.
Oh man,
I'm looking at the
line.
lineup.
Look, I've never seen Calta stutter, and I was like,
Mike didn't even go to his wedding. There's no way he's going to go out of state
That's true.
for
I didn't go to
for
Johnny
a
B.
comedy show.
Johnny B got married 5 minutes from here, and I didn't go to his wedding.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. What were you gonna say?
I was
Jim?
saying, I'm looking at the comics. It's literally everyone we love, and it's the who's who of everybody. And it's great.
Yeah, I would rather just give Johnny the endorsement. he's a very good.
We gotta
comedian.
go.
if you guys go, right now I'll call Rebecca Trent, who books the festival. I'll
Right.
say, she just texted me yesterday. She was like, "Is there anybody else that we're missing?" He'll be the name that I put in. I don't do any favors for anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm
All
going
right.
based off the fact that he opens for Bobby. You're vouching for him. If he bombs, though,
Oh, he won't bomb.
I'm gonna tell the audience to violently attack him.
No pressure. No
Yeah.
pressure.
I've been the subject of that plenty of times. Will there be boxing out there?
Yeah, we're doing boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, we have a jiu-jitsu tournament every year, a boxing tournament every year. I'm
Who
getting back in the
boxes?
ring. I box.
Who are you boxing?
I don't know yet.
Oh, really?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I might do a 2-on-1 fight against a couple of my producers.
Oh no! Who did you fight? Tim Butterly?
I fought Tim Butterly here in.
And you're officially his adopted father.
I'm
still?
his father now. He's my little boy. My little boy Timmy.
That is great.
He's great. He just moved to Austin actually.
Oh, did he really? I
Yeah,
like
he
him.
did.
He was good. He was
the
very
man.
funny. Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
And then I boxed Ryan, or I did an MMA fight with Ryan O'Neal years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I just, I'm 43 years old. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I need to.
I'm 10 years older than you. I don't want to fight anybody.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I talk a good game so that I never have to fight.
I remember you said you were gonna fight Jason Ellis and he was gonna have one hand tied behind his back.
that I would still do, I think.
He would kill you.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also thought he could beat Uriah Faber while Uriah Faber was in
It's
UFC.
insane.
So I apologize,
You need
Uriah
this
Faber.
sort of lunacy to be successful in radio. That's the
But
truth.
here's the thing. All right, two things. Uriah Faber, it was new to UFC at the time, and I just thought, I have 200 pounds on Uriah Faber. All I have to do is
Uriah
fall on him
Faber
and
is my
choke him out.
son's size.
Right, and all I have to do is fall on him and choke him out. But then I've watched him fight a bunch of times, and next time we had him on the air, I apologize for even suggesting that.
It's crazy.
Jason Ellis, I don't think that I could beat up Jason Ellis. I think that anybody fighting with one hand, that just the balance of it all. So yeah, I know everybody's saying I agree with the fact that I was wrong, but everybody is telling me I'm wrong. But I just think a guy with one hand, well, what's he gonna do? I mean, all I have to do is worry about one hand.
Yeah. And that one hand can knock you out.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be a lot of fighting is being defensive, and if you don't train and you don't know what it's like to have punches coming at your face and knowing how to bob, weave, slip, that's a big part of it. If you're just going to go in and start wailing,
Right.
you're going to get very tired very quickly. He knows how to fight. I was going to fight him. We tried to set up a fight for years.
Yeah. Now, why would you want to do that? I mean, I know that you're trained and stuff, but that's I don't know. Like
That's an uphill battle. I know that I would be a major underdog in that, just to challenge myself. I box a lot. Right now I've taken a break a little bit, but I was boxing 3-4 times a week, and I box real boxers. Like
Right.
we spar. Most of my training is just sparring. So it's just once you're used to being punched in the face, it's just not that big of a deal.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to just challenge myself and see if I could do it. I think I could hang with him, unquestionably.
Yeah. I also don't mind taking something that I don't mind losing at. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it to do it, even if I get my
dude. It's bad. Even if you lose, it's badass. Dude.
Yeah.
You went in and you fought somebody in the ring while 5,000 people were cheering you on. That's insane.
Or cheering against you. However
whatever it is. We're booing you.
I want to fight Bobby. I'd fight Bobby.
You'd kill Bobby.
Yeah.
Actually, Bobby's weirdly like strong.
Bobby's got
kid prison strength.
Upset kid prison strength.
Yeah, whatever it is, dude. He's just got like
he's got a switch.
A center mass about him that there's just like this thickness and this strongness to him.
Right.
Well, Gallon almost fought Bobby in studio.
Yeah, we were joking around, and then it wasn't a joke to Bobby anymore, and he like pushed me over a drum set and stuff, and I was like, "Easy, Kid Rage, what are we doing?"
At one point, Bobby knocked over everybody in the studio. Like, he beat up Spanish. He beat up, but fought Galvin, fought Spanish. Yeah, he fought everybody in the room.
He like cranked Spanish's neck.
Yeah.
Spanish for like 2 weeks. I was like, he did something to my neck.
Yeah, and then we went to Walgreens, and Bobby bought a neck massager for Spanish, like, to apologize, and I kept it because it was so comfortable. He goes, "Give that to Spanish." I go, "All right, we'll see how it goes." Luis J. Gomez is here. You will see him this weekend at Side Splitters. You can call 960-1197 or sidesplitterscomedy.com. You got shows tonight. You got shows tomorrow night, all taping. But Saturday night is the official tape of the special.
Johnny B texted me. He also opened for Big J. He opened for Bert. He went on so bad. Yeah. He went on so bad. He really he's funny.
Can we hear some of Johnny B's stand up?
Not on the air, no.
Oh, it's dirty.
Yeah. He's not like overtly dirty, but he is dirty. So
he just texted me. He goes, "I'm built for Skankfest."
Yeah.
So he's got tits.
Yeah. Physically built for Skankfest. Yeah. Yeah, he would. I think he would fit in. With you
great.
guys.
I would love to have him. I mean, it's on you right now.
When podcasts first started becoming a thing, I had just gotten fired from a job and I was getting paid, so I was sitting out doing nothing. So this guy called and he said, "Hey," he was like, "Would you come on my podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got nothing else to do, sure." And I went there and he stunk. But Johnny B was the co-host, and I'm like, "That guy's funny. That guy really does good." And turned out he was a comedian. So the minute that we had an opportunity here, and he tried to come on the radio station, I was like, "I know that guy. He'd be great." And so, yeah, I fully endorse him. But I don't know if I'm going to go to New Orleans. I mean, I'd like to. But really, the reality of it is when you said it's my wife's birthday weekend. You know how hard that is?
Bring your wife.
My wife doesn't even come see our events, let alone to come to Skankfest.
There's no women, so it's not like you're bringing sand to the beach.
No.
You're bringing sand to an empty parking lot.
Yeah. Is it mostly a bunch of because I've seen pictures. Surprisingly, every once in a while there'll be a hot girl in the mix.
Every year there's like 2% more hot chicks.
Yeah.
Right, because it's definitely
because you know why? Because it's like it is for me. I feel like it's Gen Pop in prison. Like at any minute, somebody's gonna walk by and just stay. So if I'm a girl, I'm like, oh, totally getting raped that weekend.
Well, I think the people they think it's going to be more aggressive than it is.
Yeah.
So people are like, what do I have to worry about? People just take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? If people are too messed up, there'll be 3 people volunteering to walk you back to your hotel room. Like there's not. Yeah, it's just not. It's not. I mean, there's never. Once again, girls don't get harassed. If a girl came to Skankfest and got harassed,
other guys would take care of it. Yeah,
beat their ass. Like it would be a problem.
Has Mush performed?
Of course.
Oh, Johnny B's way better than Mush. He's terrible. What about Joe Russell?
Yeah,
I love Joe Russell.
Joe's the man.
Joe's great. Yeah.
These guys are all what you would call favors.
Yeah,
they're all great. I'm kidding. They're great.
I would imagine then that's got to be you got a lot of big names that you got to get up there with, man. That's got to be tough to do.
Yeah, so I mean, there'll be like 3 or 4 really big stages, and then we do like comedy club rooms where it's just like showcases happening nonstop with young talent.
Right.
But once again, it's really more than anything else. It's the party. You
Yeah.
know? Like the shows are inconsequential. The shows are great, obviously. We have live podcasts, we have specialty shows, we do,
and it derives
the Naked Roast, which is one of the biggest shows of the festival.
The Naked Roast.
So every roaster has to be naked. The entire panel has to be naked. The judges have to be naked.
And who is on that? Who does that?
Zach Amico is
who's the
host.
fattest naked guy.
Just forget fat. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking.
Like
about,
I talk about we talk about how we have this big beach bash coming up next weekend. I will no doubt wear a shirt in the pool. There's no way I'm walking around without a shirt.
He's fooling someone.
Right.
Zach's so fat that he just honestly, like, you just give up at one point. You go like, you know what? I am just this big fat piece of S. So
And his little
let it
pecker
all
just
hang.
hanging out.
Little tiny pecker with a piercing.
Yeah.
He takes an iron and he hangs it from it from his piercing. It's horrible.
And he does gay stuff too.
He does. He's bisexual.
It's
yeah,
hilarious
It's
to me.
I was gonna say, I would think if he got naked, you'd be like, "Is that a lady or is that
Yeah,
like
you
you?"
wouldn't even know.
It's not. It's not a lady. Trust me.
All right, who else is it? Who else is getting naked?
Karen Fian usually judges it.
Oh, really?
She's one of the judges, so she gets naked. Jason Ellis has judged it many years. He's
Yeah,
got a
I feel like I've seen him naked a bunch
big
of
old
times.
hog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's infuriating.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to fight him. His giant penis. I was like, "There's no way a man with that big of a penis
Deserves
is that
anything
good at
else.
anything."
Yeah,
No, I'm saying
yeah.
if I had that big of a penis, I would literally just sit in my room and stare at it.
Yeah,
That's all I would do.
Worship it like a
Yeah,
golden
I
god.
have to. I have. People say that you get a nice car to make up for your little penis.
Yeah.
It's not even just that. It's like if anybody who's a hustler, anybody who's driven, they have a small penis.
Yeah.
Anybody, the overachiever in the office, that guy is overcompensating for that.
I put it this way: I had a lifted H2, a Hummer H2
Yeah.
lifted. That's how much I was trying to compensate. It's the biggest car you can get, and I made it bigger. Okay, all right. So these are all. And these, I must explain to people who don't know. Skankfest derives from Legion of Skanks, which is a very successful podcast that you're also on.
Yeah.
That is the one where who dosed somebody? Ari dosed.
So it was. It's me, Big J Okerson, and Dave Smith.
Dave Smith is great too.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he's great.
Blowing.
He's been
up.
on fire right now.
He is blowing up.
yeah.
He is the most successful member of the Legion of Skanks by a full head's length.
Wow.
He's crazy. But we've been doing it for, I guess 13 or 14 years now.
Yeah.
So we've been podcasting before people were podcasting,
Yeah.
right? Like,
but not only just podcasting, but doing live events, podcasting. I mean, you were really.
we were very early in the live
Yeah.
podcast space. Like, I think we might have been, maybe Doug Loves Movies was the first one that I had heard of. Yeah, he stinks.
He did fall off.
See, I told you.
He did
Some
fall
people
off.
stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time. And what happened was, Ari had a famous story where he dosed Bert Kreischer
Right.
with Molly while his family was home, and it became like an actual rift in their friendship. Right.
Yeah.
So we did something called the Legion of Skanks election,
Yes.
which a lot of people that listen to the show will tell you that this is like the glory years of the show, like the best the show has ever been. And it was during the pandemic.
This is also when you and I were fighting.
We were fighting because
Yes.
I remember you trashed it. You're like election dumb, whatever.
Yeah,
Everyone was an election.
I was like, it was cool when we did that 20 years ago.
Yeah, we did it.
And Lewis is the best. Lewis goes, did you really do it a long time ago? Yeah, it's an old radio bit. And you were like, oh, you were like, you admitted defeat for a second. But no. But then the best was, then I got into it, and I was rooting against you, and
Of
I was
course.
doing cameos for other guys on the show.
So it was during the pandemic, everyone was locked down. We were one of the only live shows you could go see. So the Stand Comedy Club in New York City had an outdoor room on the street.
Yeah.
So they had they essentially moved the operation outside so they could run shows. So we started doing our show outside. So you watch those years. I mean, everyone's in masks outside watching us around
So
us.
awkward,
Right?
yeah.
It's such a weird time. But it was, at that time, nobody was really doing live shows. So it was something that people really got energized about. And it was during the election. We decided to do the Legion of Skanks election. It was me versus Big J versus Dave to be the president of the
Right.
show to make the decisions. And then Ari Shafir came in as the third party candidate.
Yeah.
And he ended up winning. So he's the president currently of Legion of Skanks, with Shane Gillis being the vice president.
Right.
Which, what a crazy time that was, where Shane was willing to be Ari's number 2.
Yeah.
During the election, it was just craziness. So a fan gave me acid. A fan's like, dude, this acid's crazy. It's so good. And I don't take hard drugs.
Right.
So I was like, dude, we should dose Ari. Zach and Miko was my running mate. I was like, I'm gonna dose Ari, right? And I made the mistake because it's so funny. I was
Yeah.
like, dosing Ari, it's a perfect payback. It'll be on camera, on the show. Perfect. And
Yeah.
Ari does acid. It's not like that
Right.
big of a
Well,
deal,
yeah.
right?
Well, no, you're not making him mad. Yeah.
So I told Shane, I was like, dude, this is so funny. We're going to dose Ari. Shane's his running mate. He just tells Ari, he's like, dude, they're going to dose you. You're gonna be careful. So you can watch this on camera. If you guys go look up the dosing of Big J Okerson, because this is how it ends.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the end of this story. I dose Ari. He has the beer in front of him. We're doing the show. There's all like David Tell's there. There's all these, there's like 8 people on the panel. Everyone's just running back and forth. You watch Ari switch his beer with Big J's on camera.
Pretty smooth.
The moment is like when you watch it back, you go, "Oh my
He
god!"
looks almost like he's a sleight of hand magician the way he does it and stuff. And you see Shane's face too, because
Shane's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Jay starts drinking it, right? Ari at this time starts acting like he's on acid. 45 minutes in, he starts to rub his face. He's looking up, right? I'm like an idiot, just losing my. I'm cackling. Nobody knows why. I'm like, I got him. Dude, I was so happy that I got Ari Shafir. Me and Zach were high five. We're looking at him, right? And then all of a sudden he gets a straight face. He goes, I reveal it. I was like, who stands for man? I was like, I dosed you, Ari. You've been drinking acid for this past hour. And then his face goes just straight clear. And I was like, what? He was like, do you think I don't know? He's like, do you think you stand for him? He's like, I stand for Mayhem. You think I didn't switch it with Big J's drink? Jay's like, what?
How much did Jay drink? Did he drink the whole?
He drank the whole beer. And he had never taken acid before.
Oh, wow.
So it wasn't like he had a crazy trip. All he had, if you've ever taken acid, all he had was, when you're coming down and feeling like you have no friends and everyone hates you? That was his whole experience with acid.
I took acid one time at Woodstock in New York. The one where everything burnt down.
99.
And I didn't get anything. I went to a Fatboy Slim concert and I was like trying to get into it and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it.
He was at a gas station. He thought he was at a Fatboy Slim concert. This isn't working.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't do enough or I didn't do it right. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm too old to do drugs.
I can't do hallucinogens. They mess me up. I have too much going on in my life always. I'm always worrying and having anxiety about the next thing. And you need to, they say you have to be in the right headspace in order to do it. I've never been in the right headspace.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, my son did mushrooms one time, but like enough to just chill him out. And I thought that'd be cool if we did mushrooms together. If I did it with my son, but we'd really have to. Then who knows what happens after that?
You kiss him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't need that. We don't need those memories. All right, listen. Go see Louis J. Gomez. He's going to be at Side Splitters tonight, tomorrow night, filming a special on Saturday. Saturday is sold out. But if you want to go check it out, they are going to be filming tonight and tomorrow night. You can get in there. Very funny comedian. And then, of course, Legion of Skanks doing Skankfest in November in New Orleans.
Single day passes. All of the all access and VIPs are gone, but you can buy individual day passes for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You can buy, any combination of days, and it's one ticket gets you into every show. So it's really, really worth. I mean, the lineup. If you go to skankfest.com, you'll see the line. I mean, it's a never-ending lineup. I named like 5 people, but I'm not even doing it justice.
I'm telling you right now. It used to be. The one in Montreal was the big one, and then that thing got so sidetracked. This is the comedy festival that everybody wants to do.
It's everybody
we
wants
to go to.
Yeah. Kevin Smith is coming for the first time this year, which is awesome.
That's our guy, Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
he's
very
great.
cool. But because Jason Mewes came last year, and he's coming back again. So we have both Jay and Silent Bob, which is awesome. Bobby Lee's coming for the first time.
Love Bobby.
Andy Letterman's hilarious. Stan Hope, Greg Fitzsimmons, the Are You Garbage guys.
You get Stanhope to fly across the country.
He comes every year.
Yeah.
Stanhope, for a few years, he didn't perform. Like sometimes he accepts the offer.
Right.
He's been there every year for 6 years.
But sometimes he's just chilling out.
If he doesn't take the offer, he just comes to party.
Well,
it's the coolest thing in the world. It's one of the biggest nods to the festival that Stanhope loves it enough. He's talked about it everywhere.
Yeah.
Tal's coming back this year, which is great.
Yeah.
Obviously Shane, Tim Dillon, Nick Mullen, Sam Hyde. Johnny
B,
Tony Hinchcliffe, Johnny B, Dan Soder, everybody, all the hot girls that I've banged.
We haven't seen Soder in a minute, man.
Yeah, Soder's the man, dude.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's great to have you here. I'm excited that you're filming your special here. I think it's going to be great. I think that these shows will sell out this weekend. If you didn't get your tickets, 960-1197 or sidesplitterscomedy.com. Go check out Louis J. Gomez, and then check out, if you haven't watched Legion of Skanks, just go pull it up on YouTube. Even if you just go watch the dosing of Big J.
You know what I'll say? Go watch that, but watch Story Wars, which is my new podcast with Big J.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great step towards Legion of Skanks, because Legion of Skanks is the most offensive podcast on earth. We say everything you can say. Story Wars is a game show. It's very edgy still, and it's dirty, but I think it's a little less, it's a little more palpable for...
He is one of the, Big J. Okerson is one of the best. I listened to him on the Bonfire with Bobby.
Oh, he's incredible.
The two of them, the way they just come up with things, like I laugh out loud listening to that show.
But Big J, Bobby too. I mean, they both understand the language of funny on a much higher level than the average, than some of the best comedians. Like, there's like Like Big J, you can get in a car with him and take a ride. You're going to laugh harder than you've ever laughed. You write a script with him, it's going to be the funniest thing you've ever read. Do a podcast, watch his stand-up, watch his crowd work, watch him tell a story. He understands like dialects of funny. Like it's a different level.
It's just a good community that you guys all have, man. It's a good group.
Yeah.
Great to see you, man. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to take a break. It is the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.